We find that generally domestic violence affects both men and women, but primarily women, regardless of their socioeconomic status, age, whether or not they have children. It's just a very, very pervasive problem. We see that domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behaviors that allows the batterer to keep power and control over his victim, and it usually is a man that is a batterer in most of the cases. And he does this through a variety of different fronts, including economic control, emotional control, and often physical control. So that might mean threats of physical abuse, actual physical harm, isolating the victim from family or friends, and just verbal abuse in general, putting the victim down, blaming, calling names. And what we see is that this ends up being very pervasive, and she feels that she can't get away from the situation, she has no place to go, and often she has no tools or resources to get away from the situation. She may not have any financial resources, she may not have friends or family she can turn to, and especially with our South Asian clients who've immigrated here from another country, they may not have the ability to go out and work or even to pick up the phone and call somebody if they have language difficulties getting across to law enforcement or other assistance. So if someone you know comes to you and asks for help, please empower them by believing them, letting them use the phone, letting them talk to you about their problem, or connecting them to a doctor, a social worker, a counselor, or a lawyer who could help them. You could be keeping a child safe, a family safe.
I'm Farah Khan. I came from Pakistan after my wedding, and I became a victim of domestic violence. The situations I faced in my house made me totally helpless. I was facing psychological, physical, and emotional abuse. South Asian Network helped me coming throughout this situation. And now I have volunteered in their public service advertisement to help everyone recognize these kind of situations in their families. आइए हम सब मिलके बदसलूकी, तशद्दुद और जुल्म अपने अपने ख़ानदानों से ख़त्म करें और साथ साथ मिलके एक अच्छी और खुशनुमा ज़िंदगी गुजारें.
My name is Vandana. My husband Amit. We are married for last 15 years. We were friends before marriage, and that relationship is still there. And I believe that if you want to live a true and real relationship, there should not be any fakeness.
I think that ideal relationship is nothing but a sharing responsibility, and in the beginning of our relation we were friends. We started our relationship with the friend as a friend, and we still maintain that relation, that we are still as a friend. There is no like, I'm a husband or she is wife, and there's no one has more power or in the relationship. So both relations and both both are equal. So there's no difference in the as a husband or wife.
Yeah, as a community member, I believe that we should educate to each other. If we will give education to the other community member, that this is not good for the healthy community, healthy family, and I believe that if family is healthy, the community is healthy and happy.
Hi, my name is Ananya Ranjan. I personally believe that domestic violence can affect a child's education, and it can affect the child's personality in a very negative way. I'm lucky because my parents give me a great education. It's important for me that my parents have a healthy relationship because they keep a very healthy environment in the house.
The importance of talking about sexual assault and domestic violence is really important, and one way to really do that is to have awareness in the community. A lot of the times when a family is afflicted by domestic violence or sexual assault, they don't talk about it. The family members might think that, to have a mental health consultant or person come in, something's wrong. But a lot of the times, actually I would say all of the times, mental health counseling really does affect the family in a really positive way. The most important takeaway message would be, as community members, we all have a responsibility towards one another. We don't live in an individualistic society, but we are really our brothers and sisters keepers. And with that, I would really advocate that, if domestic violence is going on in a household, or of sexual violence, to speak up and to really advocate for the person that's being hurt.
বাংলাদেশি পরিবারগুলো যাই আছে, এখানে অনেক বাংলাদেশি পরিবার আছে, তারা ভালোই আছে। আমার মনে হয় অত্যন্ত ভালো। তার ভিতরে মাঝে মাঝে কিছু ভায়োলেন্স শোনা যায়, এটা আমাদেরকে সমাধান করা উচিত। সেটার জন্য কমিউনিটি সবাইকে এগিয়ে আসা উচিত আমি মনে করি। আমাদের ভিতরে আমাদের একটা সুস্থভাবে এবং সবাই সুন্দরভাবে একটা ফ্যামিলি যদি সুন্দর থাকে, তা আমাদের এটা কমিউনিটির জন্য এবং তাদের বাচ্চাদের ফিউচারের জন্য এবং কমিউনিটি একটা শক্তিশালী কমিউনিটি হয়ে উঠবে, এবং এটা আমাদের সত্যি, এটা আমাদের জন্য অনেক গর্বের বিষয় হবে। আমি মনে করি একজন আরেকজনের প্রতি শ্রদ্ধেয়, ভালোবাসা, আন্তরিকতা একমাত্র এটাই আমি মনে করি মূল চাবিকাঠি।
मेरो विचारमा चाहिँ यो आइमेहरूले चाहिँ लाई चाहिँ त्यस्तो गर्नु भएन र रेस्पेक्ट दिनु पर्यो, माया दिनु पर्यो। मेरो विचारमा चाहिँ कुनै पनि स्वास्नी मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ हेल्पलेस छौँ, हामीले केही गर्न सक्दैनौँ भनेर कहिले पनि नसोच्नु, र हरेक ठाउँमा चाहिँ अन्याय अत्याचार भइरहेछ। काम गर्ने ठाउँमा, घरमा, हरेक क्षेत्रमा यसलाई चाहिँ रोक्नलाई के गरौँ भन्ने चाहिँ लागिरहेछ।
हमारे धर्म में दोनों के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ज़रूर है, लेकिन हमारे जो भारतीय पति हैं उनके पर ज़्यादा जिम्मेवारी इसलिए है क्योंकि जो भी नारी आती है वो अपने माँ बाप को छोड़ के पति के पास आ रही है, तो उनका कर्तव्य है कि उनको और ज़्यादा प्यार दें, क्योंकि हमारे शास्त्रों में लिखा है कि यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवताः। जहाँ नारी की पूजा होती है वहीं पर भगवान होते हैं। यदि आप नारी की पूजा नहीं करेंगे तो आपके परिवार में सुख शांति कभी नहीं रहेगी। કોઈ પણ સંબંધમાં સન્માન અને પ્રેમ એ મુખ્ય છે। આપણે પરસ્પર દેવો ભવ સૂત્ર યાદ રાખીએ।
There are two types of domestic violence that we encounter. One is the physical domestic violence, where a person comes with bruises and scars. And then there is a more hidden type of domestic violence where there are actually no bruises physically on the body. The bruises are on the heart, meaning that vulgar language is used, profanities are used in that relationship, and all the scarring that takes place might not be visible on the skin, but people are suffering emotional stress because their partner is making them undergo a living hell inside the house. Many cultures of the world, for that matter, that the male is treated like some king, some person who is beyond all laws, and nothing of the norm applies to him. And that treatment is extended to him by his mother, his father, and all the people inside that household from birth. So I would advise parents in general to go away a bit from that culture and treat everybody in your household as equals. Treat the males as well as the female as equal, as accountable for their actions.